Hi everyone, my name is Alex and one of our education staff here at the BC Wildlife Park. Normally during Wildlights we would do very public encounters, and obviously this year we can't do the same sort of public animal encounters, so we thought we would film them and still release them to get some really fun education animal content out there. So I have an animal on my wrist right now. This is Charina. She's one of our rubber boas here at the park. Rubber boas are really cool because they're actually part of the same boa family, the boa constrictor family, as pythons and anacondas and the much larger snakes we tend to think of. They are native to BC and they're actually the only native boa constrictor snake in BC. Any other kinds of those pythons and other boas aren't native species, but they are not very large at all. So I'm going to pull her out a little bit so you can see her length right now. This is a full-grown snake and you can see that she's not a very large snake at all. They only get around 1 foot to 2.5 feet long, so they're quite small. They're actually a very long-lived snake. So these guys will live to be around 30 years old in captivity. In the wild, they get hunted a lot, so it tends to be quite a bit shorter. But their maximum lifespan, I like to say, is right around 30 years. There's a good one of her head coming up right there. So you might notice with her head right here, I'm going to spin her tail around as well. They look quite similar. They're both sort of what we call flat and featureless. And they actually use this for a couple different reasons. The biggest one is they'll use it to fight away predators and prey. So if they're hunting mice out here in the grasslands around Kamloops, what they'll do is they'll use that tail with a little hard cap on the end to fight the mother mouse away from the den while the head is free to slip inside and eat all those babies inside the den. They're actually also used against predators. So what they'll do is they'll curl up with their body around their head to present their tail and that hard cap as if it were their head. And then the predator, whether it's a fox or a coyote or something like that, will then fight that hard cap on the tail and not get any of the vital bits of her brain and eyes and face. So you actually can find these snakes around Kamloops. They like to live in what's called riparian areas, or sort of wet, damp forests. That's areas beside wetlands or beside rivers. Around Kamloops, that'd be areas like Juniper Ridge or Tronquil Creek. The other thing I want to point out with this snake right here is that really cool coloration she has of that dark brown, sort of dark olive color. And that's really typical of these snakes because it helps them blend with their environment incredibly well and helps them hide from all kinds of predators as well as all kinds of prey when they're hunting. Like many of the animals we have here at the Wildlife Park, Charina also has a story. She was actually someone's pet until they realized it's illegal to have wildlife as household pets, and she was then surrendered and came to Wildlife Park in 2019. That's kind of all I want to focus on with Charina for this video. In the meantime, until we can do encounters again in person, keep a look on our website and our Facebook page for all kinds of Wildlife Park news, more videos like this, and a bunch of really fun wildlife information we have all the time. Thank you so much for your support, and come see us at Wildlife Park to see all the other fun animals we have. Thank you so much.